A promising start in a battle our squad has to carry. Virga, whose perspective we are seeing now, needs to extend the way to escape the wrath of the second Bearcat. It doesn't take long for the Bearcat to lose interest, giving Virga the opportunity to climb a little bit and turn around. The Bearcat wants to give battle, but Virga has other plans. Instead of a head-on, which could possibly cost him his plane, he goes into a vertical maneuver and turns this fight into a boom and zoom. While initiating his attack, he hits the engine of the Bearcat, which promptly dies, and the Bearcat stands dead in the air. He loops around to finish his kill. The battle at high altitude doesn't look as good, but we're about to turn it around. The F2G stops chasing Armax and makes a head-on with me. We both miss our shots and evade. This distraction was enough for Armax to turn around and attack the F2G from a more advantageous position. The F2G sees it too late. He tries to go low, but Armax destroys him with little effort. Two courageous Spitfires are turning the battle around at low altitude. The advantage down there has been lost, and both our squad mates are forced to retreat. While our squad mate in the tower can outrun the Spitfire chasing him, Virga has more pressing problems. The Spitfire is already close and is within shooting distance. Evasive maneuvers are in order until his plane's superior top speed can outrun that of the Spitfire. But evasive maneuvers cost speed, and the Spitfire will put a lot of pressure on Virga. At high altitude, I prepare myself for a dashing attack to get rid of the last enemy that is above us. He accepts the head-on just briefly, and when he evades, the Mk103 makes itself felt. We found ourselves at a crossroads to take a decision which could very well decide the battle. We could stay at high altitude and work our way down, but in doing so we may risk losing two squad mates who are also very crucial to the outcome of this battle. I decide to high-speed dive after the Spitfire that is chasing Virga. The Spitfire managed to score a critical hit in his rear engine and is now catching up. I need to arrive before the Spitfire finishes him off. The Spitfire is dangerously close on S6. The question is, will I arrive in time and will I kill the Spitfire before the Spitfire kills Virga? As I approach the Spitfire, I have to take care not to shoot Virga by mistake, so I place my shots carefully and the Spitfire is gone. Soon after I shot down the Spitfire, Armax is being chased by a dangerous combination of planes, an F2G and an 84. As long as they fight together, Armax can't effectively dogfight them. So my plan is to fly close to the 84s and maybe they will flake off and chase me instead, giving Armex the necessary space and safety to safely engage the F2G Corsair. And just like we hoped, the 84s chase me instead. Now Armex can safely engage the F2G in a 1v1. Soon after it was safe, Armex engages the F2G. Despite starting with an inferior position, Armex quickly fakes a head-on and gets on the F2G's 6. It takes him about just 2 turns. And the F2G is burning. But as we all know, American planes are notorious for putting out fires. So Armex proceeds to keep shooting at the F2G until he's a sure and confirmed kill. At this point in time, the enemy team is getting desperate. They need to cut us down. Until now, despite a huge numerical advantage, they have not killed a single one of us. I see immediately that the enemy wants to isolate Armex yet again, so I go into a dive. My plan is not to attack the 84s because I can outrun them. What I'm doing is evading a fight with the 84 and going actually for the Spitfire. As I close in onto the Spitfire, I notice him doing a very inefficient maneuver. He must have been inexperienced. He dies immediately. The 84, flown by this guy called Azrael, has been a thorn in our side for a very long time, but now, with no teammates remaining to support him, he's just food we can play with. I notice him focusing on Armex, so I try a belly stab. But he sees it and gives me a head-on that I luckily survive. You saw that AN/M2 spark on my right wing. I am not going to do that mistake again. The 84 switches targets yet again and goes for Armex. Armex evades the head-on, rightfully so. Nobody likes AN/M2s to the face. Not accepting any head-ons, we wait for the moment we can pounce him without the danger of AN/M2s. Armex gets some critical hits in, but the 84 persists. The stricken 84 is still fighting. I see my opportunity though to strike safely and take the shot and kill him immediately. The enemy team's hope for victory has evaporated and an 84 has been seen landing and has J'd out. The last guy is this F2G. Armex is closing in for the kill. Funnily enough, Armex hits the F2G, but his wingtip pops with a huge delay. Nevertheless, the F2G goes into a flat spin and the game is over. I thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe to support the channel. See you next time.